Okay, cutie pies, Kristen here. I want to jump on real quick and talk to you guys about what you deserve, what is acceptable and what is unacceptable. Off the top, you guys are going to be like, oh, please, Kristen, I already know what's acceptable and unacceptable. Well, I want to tell you something. I'm a very smart girl. I got really good grades in college and I'm super intuitive and have a lot of wisdom, and I didn't know these things. Nobody taught me. Nobody gave me permission for these things to be true. Nobody built me up to the respect that I knew unequivocally, without a doubt, when shit behavior crossed my path. There was a part of me that knew it because logically it's not okay to call names. Logically, it's not okay to throw a beer bottle at someone's head. Logically, it's okay to not cheat on your girlfriend. You know, there's a bunch of logic involved in this, but there was this piece of me that kept striving, that kept working hard, that kept thinking, if I adjust some piece of me, this relationship is going to work out. And 100% of the time, it didn't. Did you get that? 100% of the time, it didn't. Because what was missing in those relationships was my worthiness. Yeah, eventually I broke up with those people that treated me poorly, sure. But not after I came out of the arena bruised and battered and scarred and hair a mess and mud all over me. Not literally, I'm talking figuratively. And, you know, like I can't even believe I was just in that thing, right? But then I went into another relationship and the same pattern repeated again. Maybe not identically, but the same thing was happening. I wasn't being treated like the goddess, the queen, the lover, the amazing woman that I am. And I don't say that I am a goddess and nobody else is. I mean, you're not being treated like the god and goddess and king and queen that you are. Because we all are. We are all divine units of God. We are little pieces of God on this planet in a human body with some skin and bones. We deserve to be loved because we are loved. I'm not going to get all into the whys that people do these things to us, the ego treatments, their triggers, their fears, their wounds, all of those things. That's irrelevant. What matters only is that you know your worth. Because when you don't know your worth, you tend to stay in those relationships too long. You don't set up the boundaries that you need to. You're unwilling to walk away. And if you do, you second guess the shit out of it. And you feel guilty. And the panic starts to rise. Oh my God, what if they leave me? What if they leave me? What if they leave me? Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying right now. Actually, if you can relate to this, give me a thumbs up. Hell yeah, girlfriend, boyfriend, say, I get it, Kristen. I want to see those thumbs up. Own your pattern. This is how we shift. We got to own it. We got to put on our 2020 goggles to see our behavior. It doesn't cost anything to own your pattern, you guys. It doesn't even have to cost your shame and dignity unless you let it. Yeah, I do that. Holy crap. I do that. I did that. Oh my God, she's talking about me. This is me. I did this. Halle freaking Luya that I know this now. Because when you can name it, you can tame it. So here's some unacceptable behaviors I want you guys to know. If your person is calling you names, unacceptable. If this person is yelling and screaming at you, unacceptable. Physical abuse, I don't even need to mention it. 10 times unacceptable. If this person is not making you one of his top priorities, I can't say the top because sometimes there's other things up there, and actually that's really healthy and that's okay. But one of his or her top priorities, unacceptable. If your person is lying to you, unacceptable. If your person is some type of addict and that addiction is getting on you, unacceptable. If your person is telling you that they're not ready for a relationship, but still wants you to call and hang around and have sex and spend money on them, unacceptable. If this person gets highly defensive and toxic when you try to talk about the relationship to them, unacceptable. I want to give you guys permission to know what is unacceptable. I want to see your inner rebel, your sacred rebel rise up. I want you to go, to hell with this. I am not so desperate for love that I'm putting up with that ish. I got me, and I'm going to have my own back. And I want to see you make a sacred declaration. Do you know that anything that I have truly triumphed over in my life started with a declaration? I said, I will have a healthy relationship no matter what. I'm going to have an amazing relationship with my kids no matter what. I want to feel physically good every single day no matter what. I'm going to be an amazing hairdresser. I'm going to be super successful hairstylist, and I'm going to own a salon no matter what. When we declare things in our lives, then we forge not only this little kind of sort of path that we can kind of see, it becomes a deep ravine that we are like, I am in this to win this. The one and only thing that you need to know, my brother and sister, is that you are worthy. You are worthy. You may not feel it right now. I'm saying that, and you might be like, okay, I kind of get it, but I can't really adopt that yet. That's okay. Just know it a little bit. It might take a minute for that to sink in to where you can rise up into your sacred rebel, but I want you to declare that I'm willing to rise up into my sacred rebellion. I'm willing to do what it takes to be treated well in all my relationships. My romantic, my familial, my career, my job. I want to see you being treated beautifully. But it has to start with you knowing that you know that you deserve to be treated that way. You don't deserve all that ish. I'm going to give you one small tool if you're not there yet. Yes, I'm tearing up. I don't have my glasses on, so the screen is fuzzy. Can't tell if you can tell. One tool. I want you to study about boundaries, and I want you to, well, two tools. And I want you to practice using your voice. Practice articulating how you feel. Practice speaking up. And if you're not good yet at working on boundaries, study up on them. What are they? I have an 8-part boundary series for free on the Sweet Empowerment podcast. They're short episodes, but they walk you through everything. Everything, the pushback, what happens when you're feeling guilty, what happens when someone's not liking your boundary, what happens when your words aren't working, they're not sticking, the boundary isn't working, all of it. Because when you're willing to stand up for yourself and say, that is not okay with me, period, not okay, that's when your energy shifts, your confidence shifts, your person, if they truly care and want to be in this relationship, will shift. Or they don't shift and they leave shift. Thank you very much. See what I'm saying, you guys? I want you to know your worth. You don't deserve to be treated poorly. You deserve to be treated beautifully. And if you think it's not possible, I'm here to tell you it is. You might be thinking, well, the last 5 guys, 6 girls, whatever, all my relationships, they have a common theme. Yeah, of course they do. Because you're resonating out a certain energy. You shift that inside of you, your frequency is going to change. I promise you. There's amazing, amazing partners out there for you, no matter what your gender or gender preference. I don't care. We're not even ever going to talk about gender preference here because it doesn't matter. This is a human thing. This is a spiritual thing. This is a worthiness thing. That you matter. You matter, and you are worthy. No matter what your private parts say, no matter if you got nail polish on or not, I don't care. None of it matters. You're still a child of God. That's all that matters. Stop judging yourself. I love you. I would love for you to leave a comment below. And please subscribe and hit the bell button. All right? Peace.